Okay, yay, we're recording. All right. Well, hello, everybody. Happy Wellness Wednesday. My name is Jules Kilker. I am actually in South Florida, where it is probably the warmest out of the country, but it's freezing here. I have like my big fuzzy blanket on my legs. Um, I am really, really excited to share with you guys some information that continues to inspire me to live healthier. And hopefully, you guys will learn a little something tonight. Hopefully, you will laugh because I feel like laughing is the best medicine. And if you have questions, use this chat. I wanted you guys to put your name and stuff in the chat because I want this to be as interactive as possible. With you being muted, I know if we unmute, it'll just get a little bit too chaotic. But use the chat. So I'm going to ask you questions and type in the chat. And we have other members from our healthy living community, if you do have questions, that can answer you over there. So just feel free to chat away and ask questions. And I am actually going to share my screen. Give me 1 second. There it is. Okay. All right. Isn't Wednesday the best, one of the best days? I just love Wednesdays. So we are calling this Wellness Wednesday, and I am part of this healthy living group that their mission is to inspire healthy living around the world. And it's just interesting to me because good health means something different to everybody. And it could mean all these things that are here on the screen. It could mean living with vitality. It could mean just feeling younger as we age so that we're able to do the things later in life that we now have the time to do or that we didn't even realize we wanted to do. So I'd love to hear in the chat what good health means to you guys, what that looks like, and have you even thought about it? And maybe this year, maybe there's something you want to accomplish or you want to get good at. I forget who said it. Was it Chris from Colorado? Did she do yoga today? That's like one of my goals is to do more yoga. So I might have to ask her more about that. But good health to me, also means I love to exercise, but I'm not as flexible as I want to be. And as we get older, my dad has taught me that we lose flexibility. So I definitely want to get more flexible. So, and now that I am sharing my screen, I don't even think I can see the chat.
Jules, go ahead and co-host me. I'll take care of stuff.
Okay, hold on. No. Okay. Do I have to stop my screen share to see that? No, hold on. Oh my gosh. You guys, hold on. You're seeing my whole presentation. Okay. Hold on. Okay. All right. Thanks, Doug. Let me go back. I'm sad when I am doing my presentation, I can't see what you guys are saying. But
did you make him the host or the co-host?
Oh no.
Because if you made him the host, I don't think you can share your screen. Not sure, but
you're good. She's probably the host
still. Okay.
Oh, let's see. Host disabled, participant screen sharing.
All right, you got it back.
Okay. You guys
Annie Hawkins, go ahead and mute yourself for us.
Okay. Can you see? Everyone can see. Yay. Okay. So much better. So you guys are telling me in the chat, even though I can't see, I'll go back and read it, what good health means to you. Well, for me, it has meant different things over the years. And I just love that, as I said before, I'm part of this healthy living community. And they take a 360-degree approach to health. And so all those things that were on the screen before, that's all really important to our Juice Plus community. Exercising, getting enough sleep, getting enough water, eating whole foods, just different little things. We call them one simple changes that add up over time are really important. And so I love that it's not just like a one size fits all. It's not a one stop shop, but it's really, there's so many things that good health actually encompasses. But what I'm going to focus on tonight is actually whole food nutrition and how nutrition affects the body and how nutrition can actually help prevent or help benefit disease in the body. And oxidative stress is linked to poor health. Now, I don't know if you know what oxidative stress is, but basically, we have trillions of cells in our body, and they're constantly getting bombarded every day by things called free radicals. And we have free radicals just normally. They're in our air because of pollution. They're in our food. They're in our hair products. They're in our skincare products. But they also, it also can happen from over exercising. A lot of times people don't realize over exercising can actually be harmful for your body. Pregnancy, breastfeeding, smoking, excessive drinking, and one of my favorites, least favorites, I should say, is actual stress. When we have stress in our lives, that actually causes a negative reaction in our body, and it can cause us to actually age faster, and it actually can cause disease in the body. And so we're hit every day with about 10,000 mutagenic oxidants. Okay, that's bad news, right? Hold on, good news is coming. But there is a defense to these free radicals, and that's called antioxidants. Now, you guys have probably heard this term before, and you may or may not know that antioxidants actually come from fruits and vegetables. And so, oh gosh, sorry guys. The news isn't that fruits and vegetables are good for you. It's that they're so good for you, they could save your life. And I know that sounds a little like maybe cliche or trendy, but it's so true. And this is why, because fruits and vegetables have something inside of them called phytonutrients. And we're not talking about a couple of different vitamins or minerals or nutrients inside of an apple. We're talking about tens of thousands of phytonutrients in each fruit and vegetable, different one in the apple, different one in the cabbage. And so most of us know that we should be eating fruits and vegetables. The problem is most of us also don't, or we can't, or we won't. We don't have the time. Maybe we don't have the money. Maybe we don't even actually really know how to eat fruits and vegetables. Maybe we don't like the taste of them. And so we turn to something called a multivitamin or a supplement. The problem with that, well, there's a couple problems. The main problem is that it's made in a lab. Our bodies really don't absorb and digest a multivitamin like it would an apple or the fruit or vegetable, right, out of the ground. But the other thing is that there's only so many in a bottle, like 12, 13, 14 isolated vitamins, minerals, or nutrients are in your bottle of multivitamins. And so there is a huge difference between eating the food and a multivitamin. So go ahead and just eat tons of fruits and vegetables. Well, there's a problem there too. So the fruits and vegetables that we're eating, most of us are probably going to our local grocery store. I know some of us are going to the farmer's market, but even if we go to the farmer's market, we might not be able to get everything we need at the farmer's market. And I do think the farmer's market is like a great alternative to the grocery store. But if we go to the grocery store, scientists they're now doing all these studies on all of our fruits and vegetables, and they're showing that some of these fruits and vegetables have lost like 40% of their nutrient content, or even more than they had like 50 years ago, 40 years ago. The fruits and vegetables we're eating today are not the same that our grandparents used to eat. And so that's why the RDA keeps upping our fruit and veggie intake amount. When I was in elementary school, it used to be 5 a day. There was a big campaign, 5 a day, 5 a day. So if you guys are 40, you know what I'm talking about. Now they're saying 7 to 13 servings in fruits and vegetables every day. And that's like for a child to like an adult, like, you know, just a normal adult, if you're exercising more, if you're an athlete. I mean, they're saying like upwards 18, 19 servings a day. So go ahead and type in the chat if you want, if you're not embarrassed. And there's no judgment, because I can tell you guys, I didn't eat that many today. How many fruits and vegetables you ate today? And the thing is, we think that we're doing well. I was actually literally just thinking about this tonight, not preparing for this, but I was like, oh, we did good today. My kids did good today because they had a smoothie with 1 fruit and 1 veggie, and they ate cucumbers tonight. And that's only 3. That is literally only 3, 2 veggies and 1 fruit. That's awful, actually. And so if you guys are feeling bad, don't, because I have a solution, and it's called Juice Plus. And I'm going to tell you guys my story. And just to be clear, like, Juice Plus is not an alternative to eating fruits and vegetables. This is an addition to eating fruits and vegetables. Juice Plus is going to help you bridge the gap between what you are eating and what you should be eating. And so what Juice Plus is it's 30 different fruits and vegetables, and they have been picked at the peak of ripeness. And this is so important because the food that we're getting, why does it have so much less nutrition or less nutrient quality? Because they pick it way before it's ripe. Because the ground, they don't allow the soil to rest, and there's no nutrients in the soil because they spray it with pesticides and herbicides. And so Juice Plus is non-GMO. It's tested for pesticides and herbicides. It's picked at the peak of ripeness. And look at this beautiful rainbow of colors that you're getting every single day when you take Juice Plus. They juice them, they dry them, they put them into capsules or gummies. And to be able to eat this nutrition every day for us is a total blessing. Because 10 years ago, when I heard about Juice Plus, I definitely wasn't eating enough fruits and vegetables. And at that point, I was single, I didn't have any children, and I felt like crap. My nails were always breaking, my hair was falling out, my skin was breaking out. And I was taking like a 3-hour nap every day. I actually could not get up from my naps. And I was a personal trainer, so I was able to sleep during the day. I worked in the morning, I worked at night. I actually didn't know I felt like crap. I actually figured it was normal. Everybody I knew was drinking a pick-me-up caffeine drink in the afternoon. Every single female I knew was taking biotin or something for their nails because they were all breaking. The hair thing was a little unnatural. I remember taking Rogaine, thinking I probably shouldn't be taking Rogaine at 28 years old. But all these things made sense to me when I heard about Juice Plus, and I realized, oh, I may have a nutritional gap because I am not eating enough fruits and vegetables. I know that. And so it was like a little light bulb went off for me when I heard about Juice Plus 10 years ago. And I got really excited to start getting this nutrition into my diet every day. And I will tell you, like, it didn't happen overnight, but it did happen pretty soon after I started taking Juice Plus, that I started having more energy. And within 6 months to a year, my skin cleared up. And I haven't had a breakout. I haven't had a cystic acne breakout since that first year. My nails are stronger than they've ever been. And I am healthier than, I look healthier than I did 10 years ago. Actually, I was at the gym today, and somebody came up to me and she goes, how the heck do you just keep looking younger? Every time I see you, you look younger. And I was like, Juice Plus, baby. I can't contribute it all to Juice Plus, but I will tell you guys that was my first one simple change that I started 10 years ago that got my health snowball rolling in the right direction. We also have a complete shake, meal replacement shake. It's called Complete because it has all 9 essential amino acids. Somebody drew on my screen, didn't they? That's okay. That's all right. Have fun. If you want to draw, go ahead. As long as I can still read it. Okay, so the Juice Plus Complete is a staple in our house. Protein, fiber, vegan, low glycemic. This is what when I said my kids had a smoothie, this is what they had. It tastes delicious. We make bowls, we make bars, we make energy bites, we make pancakes out of this stuff. It's super versatile. And I'm a busy mom. If you guys go ahead and type in the chat, if you feel like you're busy, do you say more days than not you're busy? Would you say that you're eating food out of convenience? Are you going through drive-throughs? Are you grabbing something in a package because it's easy? I just kind of did a little bit of research. So I'm kind of a sucker for Starbucks. I used to drink it a lot. I love their bacon and Gouda like egg sandwich. So it's like my treat, my once a month treat. But I used to eat that kind of stuff all the time. It was fast, it was easy. But that cost about $9. And it probably takes you about 10 minutes from start to finish, from order to get. And the Juice Plus Complete, a serving costs $2.33. I add more fruits and veggies in there. So maybe $2.50, maybe $2.75. And it will take you about 10 minutes to make also. It's just kind of prioritizing what's important to you. And also maybe somebody showing you the way. Maybe you didn't realize you could do that. Or maybe you just need a little bit of help, which we can do. And we also have bars, which by the way, are always in my purse, in my gym bag, and in my car. I mean, they're in each of those places. They're everywhere because I always get hangry. Nobody likes to see me hangry. And again, they're packed with fiber. I've never had a bar that keeps me full like the Juice Plus Complete bars do. And it's a lifesaver a lot of days that I have it. So what sets Juice Plus apart? I don't know if you guys are thinking, Jules, you said multivitamins are bad, but Juice Plus is good. I don't understand. Well, Juice Plus is completely unique because it has a food label, not a supplement label. And so if you go and look at your protein shake, if you go and look at your multivitamin, it's going to say supplement facts. Juice Plus has a nutrition label because it's food. It's not made in a lab. It's not isolated vitamins. It's non-GMO, it's dairy-free, it's gluten-free, it's NSF certified. That means a third party comes in and tests it to make sure what's on the label is in the product. You guys, that's important because they can say things. They are actually allowed to say things like different things on labels, and they can be filled with other things. And also people are lying out there. I mean, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but not everybody is honest. And so it's really scary when somebody puts something on the market and the FDA doesn't regulate it. And we're out there just consuming it because the label looks pretty and because our favorite influencer on Instagram is sharing about it. So just be careful that you're looking for something with an NSF certification or a USP seal, because a third party is coming in and testing it. And then this is what kind of not only inspired me to take Juice Plus, but also share it with my family and friends, was the research. It is the most researched nutritional product in the world. Research is done all over universities. I'm going to tell you guys about one in particular. I'm going to try to do it really fast. And by the way, it's gold standard research. If you're not in the medical field, you might not know what that means, but that means that it's randomized, it's placebo controlled, it's double blind, and it's published in journals, medical journals. So I have all the journals at my house, and this is from the Journal of American College of Cardiology. It's in Maryland. I know my sister-in-law is on the line and she's from Maryland. Not from there, but she lives there. And this is what they did. I'm going to say it as fast as I can. They took two groups of people. One was placebo, actually three. One was Juice Plus, the red and green, which is the fruit and veggie. And then one was Juice Plus, the fruit, veggie, and berry. So that's the purple blend. They fed them all a high-fat meal from McDonald's, and they tested their blood. They measured constriction in their brachial artery. That's like in your bicep. And the first day of the month, they all had pretty much the same constriction, almost like 90% constriction, which, by the way, goes to show that eating high-fat meal constricts your arteries right away. That's why, a lot of times people have heart attacks the most during Thanksgiving and Christmas because we're eating kind of more than normal. So the arteries constrict right away. So over the course of 30 days a group got a placebo, a group got red and green, a group got fruit, veggie, and berry. And they measured the brachial artery 30 days later after feeding them the same exact high fat meal. The placebo group had the same amount of constriction, about 90% constriction. The group on the fruit and veggie blend had about 60% less constriction. And then on the berry blend with the fruit and veggie blend, almost zip constriction. It was like 90 something, 96% less constriction. So that just goes to show you that Juice Plus, like I said, it's not a replacement for eating fruits and vegetables, but dang, if you can get the micronutrition from what I showed you on the screen earlier, every day, day in and day out, just imagine what that's doing to your body every day. And it really is, the research shows it really is impacting your physiology in a good way. Immune health, cardiovascular health, inflammation, that's the silent killer. So I could go on. And if you guys want more information on the research, that we can get that for you. And if you have any questions, put them in the chat. Anything, if you want information on any kind of specific thing, we can get that to you as well. And then Juice Plus, kids eat free. I mean, my kids have been taking Juice Plus since they were in the womb. They don't go a day without it. They love it. They're some of the healthiest kids I know. If they do get sick, which by the way is important to get little, like when they're little, to get a little cold here and there, it helps build their immune system. It's never severe. It's always short. And they just get over it so fast. And so Juice Plus is a non-negotiable in our house. When we've seen how I've responded, how my husband has responded, which is another story, but it really helped his allergies, and how my kids have responded. And then one other product I'm going to talk about tonight is our Juice Plus Omega Blend. And this is, I just realized that I wasn't playing my slideshow. I'm just like going through it. Okay, so our Juice Plus Omega Blends, because if I play it, you guys see the little fish. Hold on, I got to show you. You see? Oh, no fish. Okay, so it is a full spectrum omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. We get our omegas from the algae that the fish eat, which by the way, when you're buying fish oil, that's why they're harvesting the fish, because they eat algae that has the omegas, the DHA and the stuff. So you don't realize it, that you don't need a fish oil, you need omegas, and you don't have to get it from a fish oil, because omega fish burps are the absolute worst. And you can pop open one of these capsules. My kids do it. They eat them all the time, and eat it, and it tastes good. It tastes like orange, like creamsicle or orange Julius. So I will tell you, Juice Plus just came out with this a couple years ago. Since I started taking these, I swear my brain fog, like, you know, I'm a mom, I have 3 little ones. Life is crazy, but I swear that my brain fog has really, really just, I don't know, it just disappeared. I just feel very, very focused on it. And I can tell when I don't take them, and I have to go take them. Okay. So bundle your favorites. Juice Plus has a package for everybody. They have a price point for everybody. There is really no excuse to get healthier this year as a family with the Healthy Starts for Families. For $52, you and a child can take Juice Plus every day. And I mean, what is that? That's like $1 something a day, $2 a day. It's less than $2 a day. You can do the complete package, which that's what we do. We do everything plus some, because like we do the Shred 10 plus the bars, plus we get extra shake. So that's why I'm actually a distributor for Juice Plus, because we buy so many Juice Plus groceries. I have got to pay for it somehow. And so I absolutely love everything, but you guys can pick and choose what you want and bundle it together, and, you know, talk to the person who invited you tonight and ask them, hey, this is what my health goals are. What do you recommend? Because we really are, well, first of all, if you talk to anybody that's in our community, we are a little bit obsessive about Juice Plus, but more than that, we're obsessive about helping other people get healthier and helping them on their health journey. And so maybe it's not Juice Plus for you tonight. Hold on, I'm going to try to stop. Okay. Okay. Maybe it's not Juice Plus for you tonight. Maybe it's you're going to eat more fruits and vegetables. That's totally fine. We really would be like doing our little happy dance over here if that's what you chose. And then you would get like a little bit of a better happy dance if you chose to eat more fruits and vegetables and do Juice Plus. And then you would get the full on happy dance if you chose more fruits and vegetables and Juice Plus, and maybe you want to join us. Maybe you heard something tonight that sparked inside of you and you thought, I am one of them. I actually really love this information. I've been trying to tell my mom about this, maybe not so much about Juice Plus, but about healthier living. I've been trying to preach this on my Instagram. Then maybe you want to join our community and come alongside us and share this information with others, because to be honest, our country is not getting healthier. They're getting sicker. They need this information. We need to share it. And I'm so excited that some of my friends are on the line tonight that have said yes to Juice Plus and said yes to this community, because they're helping me share this message around the country, because they're not here. They're not in South Florida. So I am going to let my sister-in-law, Bridget, who's in Maryland, share her story.
Hello. All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Bridget Graham. I live in Maryland, so it is cold here today. But I'm excited to share. Yes, Jules is my sister-in-law, and she is the one that I learned about Juice Plus from. But before that, just to tell you a little bit, I was that kid that was sick all the time. Bronchitis, pneumonia. I was like best friends with my allergist. I remember missing birthday parties. I remember missing trick or treat. Like I was that kid. And I had a headgear. So it was like rough. And fast forward to my adult life, none of that changed except for the headgear, thank God. But I still was getting sick all the time as an adult. I was getting sinus infections. I went back to an allergist hoping that would help. And I was on 3 prescription medications. I was on antibiotics constantly for sinus infections. And I'm a mom of 3. And after baby number 3 was born, I had a newborn, a toddler, and a 5-year-old. And I was an exhausted, rundown mom that just felt like I couldn't get ahead of just not feeling good. And it started to really worry me. One, that I was wondering what all these antibiotics were doing to my body, but then I didn't want this for my girls. I wasn't enjoying life. I was just tired all the time, and I was constantly, getting sick, and I didn't want that for them. So Jules had told me about Juice Plus, and I blew her off a few times because I didn't like, she was like talking about fruits and vegetables. And I was like, I'm sick, I'm getting sick. Like, why are you telling me about fruits and vegetables? I had no idea of this like connection between food and health. But I got to a point where my husband was like, what have you got to lose? Maybe you just need to try it. So fast forward 6 years, and I don't know where my health would be if I didn't try it. I've learned so much about what I put in my body and how it makes me feel. And taking Juice Plus was such a catalyst for us to make other healthy changes. And I see it trickling down to my kids, like Jules was talking about. I thought we were eating healthy prior to Juice Plus, prior to even learning, because we didn't drink soda and we only did takeout, like fast food takeout once a week. And in my book, that was healthy. I didn't know anything different. I just thought that was healthy. But I started plugging into events just like this, and so many different events that this community offers. We get to hear doctors all the time talk about all different kinds of things to be healthier. And I remember there was a nutrition label Facebook event on how to read labels. And it was shortly after I started taking Juice Plus, and I started reading labels, and like light bulbs were going off. So it has trickled down to my girls, and I am now a mom on a mission to teach my girls what healthy food is. And I can see the changes that has made in them, and they're super healthy. I haven't been on antibiotics now in 6 years. I don't take any prescription medications. I no longer see my allergist, and they are super healthy as well. So yeah, I don't know where I would be at this point if she didn't bug me a little bit and I didn't finally say yes. So
And I accept thank you gifts every year from her because of it. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so we're going to pass it on to my friend Teresa, who's in Pennsylvania.
Hi, guys. Thanks so much for having me. You can hear me, right? Okay. Making sure my headphones are good. No, thanks for having me. I'm really excited to share. Same with Bridget. I was kind of very much of an allergy kid growing up. And I thought I was healthy too. I think a lot of us can relate to that. You think you're doing the right thing, you know? But my kind of story, I guess would say I would start was more after college, where, you know, as you're younger, you can eat anything, right? You don't really get the repercussions of that. But I was fresh out of college, brand new job. I was working in food service in healthcare. So it was a double whammy. It was a very stressful environment, I'd say, work environment. And I would turn to running, actually was kind of my outlet to de-stress. And but with that, I was not very consistent in anything else in my lifestyle, sleep, water intake, food, healthy meals. So I wouldn't feel good after these runs. And after, you know, talking to my dad and my sister, they shared with me, they were the ones that brought Juice Plus into my life, into my world. And to, you know, say, and my dad specifically is the runner in the family, and he's like, why don't you try this? You know, this might help you with your running. And so that was kind of where I kind of started. It wasn't like I was looking for a healthy lifestyle. I just wanted to feel better in what I was doing. And so I tried it. I started with just the 2, red and green, and then the complete. And it was amazing. I did feel a lot better after my runs right away. And it's amazing what you give your body, what it needs, what it can do. So I saw that as, wow, food really does make it's a big deal. You know, you're going to feel different. And that's just the beginning for me. You know, I could go into this everyone has a great story. You're going to hear more stories, but I really just wanted to share with you was the way that I first learned that food has a very big impact. And then with that, it's not just food, it's your lifestyle. You know, what are you doing to take care of yourself otherwise? Sleep, exercise, stress relief, you know, how are you managing your stress? So that was just about 8 years ago, I want to say. Now, we didn't talk about it. I don't know if we are yet, but the last 4 years, I've just been even more getting into how else can I add more fruits and vegetables to my life? Because like Jules says, this is a supplement, it's not a replacement. So I started getting more into growing my own fruits and vegetables. So Juice Plus also offers a tower garden, which is a hydroponic, aeroponic garden, soilless, if you will. And that was one way that I knew I could grow my own vegetables, control what I'm eating. I know where it's coming from. And I also have a garden outside too. And I'm in Pennsylvania, so I've been able to do this year round, grow indoors in the winter as well. So just being with this community has not only opened my eyes to so many other things of how you can support your nutrition, yourself nutritionally. I'm still learning, and we all are. So I'm glad everyone's here tonight because there's just a lot of great information. And if you want to hear more from my story, feel free to message me privately. I'd be happy to share more. I actually didn't even mention it. My gosh, we didn't even talk about it. But right now I've been using it too as my prenatal. And a lot of people have done that with Juice Plus. There's actually even more studies on that with Juice Plus and prenatal nutrition. So I have a little one at home and one on the way. And it's the only prenatal I know that's medically researched what prenatal can you say that has research on it. So it's something that I completely trust, from womb to, you could be 0 to 99. It's for everybody.
Yes,
Thank you, Jill.
I love that. Thank you, Teresa. Yeah, and I used it as my prenatal too. So thanks for bringing that up. And now we're going to turn it over to my friend Jen. She's in Pennsylvania also.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, and we are freezing up here, literally. Even in the middle of the afternoon, I walked out of school today and I was like, what the heck is going on? It was so cold. Can't wait to get down to see all my Florida friends. But I started my Juice Plus journey with one of my friends at school that taught in a different grade level, and she had done a little bit different events at school to introduce us into simple changes that we can do. And we did smoothies, we did challenge ourselves with water 1 week, tried to incorporate exercise 1 week, and then she culminated the activity with a little talk about Juice Plus. And I always knew that she took care of herself, and I really believed everything that she said. I knew she did a lot of research, and she was showing us these like capsules, and I was like, why is she taking all this medicine and why is she taking all these pills? Well, I didn't know any better, but it's literally only fruits and vegetables. And like I said, because I trusted her, my sister Melissa and I decided to try this and put this into our diet. So honestly, I didn't take it consistently in the beginning, but when I did, immediately I saw an increase in my afternoon energy. So teaching third graders every afternoon, most of the afternoons, I was going over to my teacher friend and saying, hey, can you make me a cup of coffee? And after the Juice Plus, I wasn't doing that. I wasn't going for that extra cup of coffee. I only had one in the morning, and I had this endurance of energy all the way up into nighttime. I also slowly changed my eating habits without even realizing it. So rather than choosing lunch meat and Hot Pockets for lunch, I was like grabbing chicken from dinner and throwing it on a bed of lettuce and taking dressing with me. And slowly got away from some of that more processed choices that I was making before. But my biggest change was a year and a half ago. I saw a dramatic change in my allergies. So I had been taking an antihistamine, a decongestant, a nose spray in the morning, and a nose spray in the afternoon in the springtime for 2 months. And a year and a half ago, I took 5 antihistamines the entire spring season. And since then, I have also, like Bridget, stopped my allergy shots. So I wouldn't change this for anything. And the community that comes with it is wonderful.
Love that. And we're going to pass it right along to Jen's sister, Melissa.
Hey guys, I'm Melissa. So like Jen said, I started Juice Plus just around the same time she did. About 2016, my health was kind of stagnant, and I was just looking for something to give myself a stronger, healthier body. Jules talked a little bit about the business, and in October, I just celebrated my 1 year with the business. And, something I'll add, since we're on Zoom and we all know, we're going through COVID, this community has been a blessing, and I've not met half these people, and they are like my extended family, and I am so grateful and welcome for them. So for those of you that don't know me, I love all things food and nutrition, and I'm also a pharmacist and type A per my husband. So when I started all this, I asked 1,000 questions. And one of the other times we had a talk, Jules was talking about how she was stubborn when she started, and like they couldn't convince her. And I was like, oh God, that was me. And I'm still hoping I wasn't on the phone with Sharon, who's on this call, when I was like, stop talking to me about soy. I don't want to hear about soy. And it was what I was going through in my life, that's all I chose to hear. And as a side note, Juice Plus's soy is water washed. It's not chemically enhanced or anything. So it is actually a safe product. But then once I realized what I was hearing was not only backed by science, but was backed by research. So as a pharmacist, Jules touched on it a little bit. So randomized trials, placebo-controlled, double-blind, all of these are things that we're taught in pharmacy school. And that's really what sold me on it. And you saw that slide. It seems like a simple slide with all of those universities and all those studies, but like, this is what you're looking for. Like, this is what, if I need to find an answer at work, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm looking for. And, and then I was hooked. And, it can sound like hocus pocus, but once you see what it's doing for you, I'm not tired in the afternoon. I don't drink caffeine. My skin does look better. My hair is growing. I still don't have nails, but that's my own problem. But again, I just want to say thank you to this community, and I'm very grateful to have them all.
Oh, I love that. Thank you, Melissa. And last but not least, actually, Kim is down here in South Florida with me. I thought nobody was, but she is. And so she's gonna tell her story.
Hi, everyone. Where do I start? I guess I'll say my story is that I don't want to have a story. So I'm a dental hygienist, and every day I see at least 8 patients a day. And the first thing I have to do when I see my patients is review their medical history. And all of them, I would say the majority of my patients take at least 3 to 4 medications. And I've had to do this for at least 20 years. So you can imagine what I think every day about health and wellness. And I've always been, since my early 20s, exercise and diet has always been important to me. So I've always tried, I'm not perfect, but I do try to eat as healthy as possible. So fast forward to COVID, and we're out of work, and groceries aren't promised to be in the condition when they arrive in the grocery store as they should be. So I had heard about Juice Plus maybe 15 years ago, but I could never take vitamins because they made me ill. And I was always skeptical of vitamins to begin with. But I tried to revisit the whole Juice Plus thing, and I went online, and I decided, well, because of COVID, and I would do like my salads and my fresh vegetables and organic vegetables, I decided to look up the Tower Garden. And so I started with the Tower Garden, liked that so much that I researched more of the products, loved all the research that they had to back the products. So I started taking all of the products. So I have the Tower Garden, I grow my own fruits, or I grow my own vegetables. It's awesome. I love it. It tastes great. It's so easy. And I do the complete shakes every morning. My husband asked me to make him snacks with the complete shakes in the evenings. So I do that also. And I take the omegas, and I also do the fruits, veggies, and berries and the capsules. And sometimes I steal my stepson's gummies too. So I think I'm good. I don't know. But the bottom line is that I, knock on wood, I don't have any ailments today that I know of, but this is kind of, I call it my seatbelt in life, that maybe if I do come up with something in the future, if I have some ailment, that this will protect me from a very hard blow. I know it's not a cure for anything, but I do know that I'm doing the best to provide the nutrition that my body needs to heal and prevention. So I feel good. I feel good about what I'm doing. So I'm going to continue to do it. And I have to agree with Melissa. The community is awesome. It's just it's a great environment to be included in.
Oh, yay. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm going to make it so you guys can see everybody. I don't know if you could just see the speaker, but I love hearing stories, no matter what. I just love hearing people's stories. And I am super uber passionate about myself getting and staying healthy and then helping others. Because I think it's just really important. I was talking to somebody today that we put on our oxygen masks first. So, and then we can go help others. And so I hope that you guys learned something tonight. I hope that you may have an action step that you can start tomorrow. And I hope that, whatever your journey looks like this year, that you invite us to be a part of it, because we get really excited to partner alongside people and do that with you. And we have tons of resources. We have cookbooks for free we can send you. We have Facebook groups that you can get in and be inspired and be encouraged daily. And we have just whatever you need, Zoom, phone calls, text messages, we're here. And so just get with a person that invited you tonight and talk to them and see what your next steps are. And we will be on the line. I'm going to stop the recording if you guys want to stay and chat or have any questions. Hold on one second.